Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for all of you that confirmed that you could hear me and can see me as well. So my name is Dr. Jav, and I've been wanting to do this call for quite some time. And again, thank you to everybody who is now on this call. This is actually meant to be a leadership mentorship call. I'm not going to talk about any particular trading strategies. I'm more going to talk about what you can do in the current situation. So on this call, I've also got a very, very special guest who I will introduce in about 10-15 minutes. So again, if you have any questions during this call, please use the chat box and I will continue to check the chat box every few minutes. Now, what I wanted to talk about today is something very, very important, and it affects every single one of us. And that is actually what we are seeing in the market or markets at the moment. Obviously, we have this virus that's going around, and I'm not really going to talk about how this virus was created or any background information regarding that, because this is not the time or place. But what I am going to talk about are the effects of the pandemic that we are seeing at the moment. And that is why I wanted to do this call. And that is why this call is so important. Now, at the moment, whether you know this or not, in the UK, there have been about 2,500 deaths. So it's a very, very big number. But of course, it's very, very small compared to, for example, the flu epidemic, which kills about 500,000 a year. But having said that, what we're seeing at the moment in the markets, it is what's going to affect us today and probably for the next few years. The stock market, if I talk about the stock market for a few minutes, the stock market has suffered its greatest drop since 1987. I think in 1987, the Dow Jones dropped by about 23% in one single day, and we are almost at that point today. So the stock market has suffered immensely during this pandemic, and that is what is going to affect us for many, many years to come. Now, the stock market has suffered because of the massive sell-offs. There's been, companies and people selling their stocks because obviously of the uncertainty in the market, and a result of that, and the result of people not being able to go to work and having to work from home in some cases, has resulted in millions of people all around the world losing their jobs. So there are many, many people today who have lost their jobs and they have nothing more to turn to. They can't turn to anything. They don't know what to do. They're stuck. Many people have worked in jobs all their lives. So we have many people who are not entrepreneurs by nature. They've only ever worked in a job. And these people, a lot of them, are now at home doing nothing and earning zero. And again, this is something that I'll talk about again in detail in a bit. In the UK alone, 5%, again, a very, very big number, 5% in the UK of employees have actually lost their jobs. So 5% of the employee population in the UK is now sitting at home, twiddling their thumbs. And this is where we can come in and we can actually help these people out to earn a living from what we're doing. And again, I'll talk about that very, very soon. 10% of people have got reduced hours. So there's 10% of the working population who may not be able to pay their bills, their mortgages, and so on and so on. And the ripple effect from that we will see in the years to come. Now, as a result of the economic downturn that we're seeing today, we are all going to suffer, whether you like it or not. So many, many people, even though they may not work in a job, I mean, I don't have a job. Many of my mentors don't have jobs either. We work as entrepreneurs in businesses, and even in that situation, we will be affected, because what's going to happen is with the trillions of pounds being dumped or pushed back into the market from the governments, it's going to result in inflation in the years to come. And obviously we'll see the higher prices, and we will be affected by that. And also we'll be paying for this, whatever you want to call it, this payoff through higher taxes. So in the next 1, 3, 5, 7 years, a lot of people are going to be affected by what we're seeing today. So what does it mean to you? What does this mean to me? What does it mean to you? Now, what we do, what I do, and yourselves as well, again, thank you for being on this call. We are traders. We trade for a living. And also many of us, and certainly many of us on this call, also build the business as well. So there's two elements to this business, as you all know. One is the trading aspect, trading the markets, whether it's Forex, commodities, indices, doesn't make a difference. We are traders. The other aspect of this business, as you know, is building the business. And that's where we derive an affiliate income from. And many of us, including myself, are living off the affiliate income and also the trading income. We've been doing this for a very, very long time. So just bear with me. We do know what we're talking about. And many, many questions I've had in the last few days, few weeks, not just from existing members in this business, but also from people that want to join, is there's volatility in the market. Are you still making money? Now, many of you will know this, certainly the ones of you that are trading will know this, that volatility is good for the markets. As a trader, you play upon that volatility to increase your profits. And we've noticed, as a rough rule of thumb, a 30% increase in profits as a result of this volatility. So you should never look at volatility in the markets as a downside. Volatility is good for the market as long as you can read that volatility. Now, obviously, if you can't read that volatility, that is why you are here. That's where the knowledge comes in, that's where the training comes in, and that's where the mentorship comes in. So very, very important to note, again, a little bit about trading. If you are a beginner, if you've never traded before, my recommendation is for you to learn the basics first. And one amazing thing that we do, and this, we didn't do this when I joined this organization, and the amazing thing is that we have training every single day on how to trade. So it doesn't matter what kind of trader you are. You could be a scalper, you could be an intraday trader. It does not make a difference. We have training every single day where we teach you and show you how to trade. So every single person on this call, you've got no excuse not to learn trading. Trading is a skill set. Trading is like learning to walk. Trading is like learning a foreign language. You do it once, you fall over. You do it twice, you will fall over again. It's the repetition that will make it. If you hook onto the Zoom calls daily and do it every single day over and over and over and over and over again, you will eventually get trading. And trading is one of those amazing things. And certainly I've been a trader now for several years. Trading is so amazing in the sense that it does not affect us. This volatility in the market, this pandemic, us working from home makes no difference to our profits. In fact, it actually increases our profits because of the reason I talked about earlier, and that is the volatility in the markets. So trading has been good to us, and that is why I feel this is an opportune moment for us to teach other people how to trade as well. Now, many of you on this call today, many of you are traders, you only want to trade, but some of you, a good element of you, want to also build your business. And again, when I talk about building your business, I'm talking about the affiliate income, the income you can earn for recommending people to the business. Every single company that I've ever worked for or I've been involved with since the beginning of time has an affiliate program. An affiliate program basically means that once you recommend someone to the organization, that company will pay you a small percentage of their profits. And like I said, all businesses do this. I can name brand names like John Lewis, Debenhams, Argus. You've heard of all these businesses. All of these businesses use word of mouth marketing. They use affiliate marketing to derive a profit from. And in our case, we do exactly the same, and we earn a very, very good income on the back of that. And at the moment, because there are so many people out of jobs, so many people have now got reduced hours. Many people are going to struggle, if not today, but certainly in the near future and also long term as well. And it's our job as business owners, as entrepreneurs, to help as many people as possible. Now, in this business, I do not sell anything. I am not a salesman. My role is to help other people's, and we do this through our daily training. We teach others how to trade the markets. We teach others how to build a business. That is my role. I am an educator. I help people achieve their goals. Now, obviously, you have to be in a position to want to achieve that goal. Very, very important, again, is that we can lead a horse to water, but we cannot make that horse drink. You must want to do this. You must want to trade successfully. You must want to build your business successfully to be successful in this business. You cannot come into this business half-heartedly thinking, you know what, I'll give it a go for a couple of months and see how it goes. That is not what this is about. trading works, and we have numerous examples we can show you where trading has worked for many, many people. Banks have been doing trading since the beginning of time. Banks collectively make $1 trillion every single day from trading. Even today, banks are making trillions of dollars every single day. The highest ever exchanged in foreign exchange was $6.6 trillion. So why can't the average person do trading as well? And because banks are making money and we are using the same skill set that banks use to make money, there's no reason why you cannot become financially free from trading. Many people, some of the people, I'm just looking at the names on this call, are already financially free. So financial freedom basically means that you've got more money coming in than going out, and you don't effectively have to work for that money. And trading allows you to become financially free, and that is my goal. I would like every single person in my team, in this business, every single person who's working with me on a daily basis to become financially free. That is my goal. All I want from you is the willingness to do that. Now, success is not free. You may have heard this before, or maybe this is the first time you're hearing this. Success is not free. You will not be given something for free. You have to make the effort yourself. If you do not make the effort, you will not be successful, and you may as well just leave. You make an effort, and what you'll find is over a period of time, when you're consistent and persistent in your efforts, you will actually succeed. And this applies not just to trading, not just to Forex, but also in the case of you building your business. And my recommendation for every single person that joins this business is to do both of those things. Learn how to trade, learn the basics, and develop your skills. Every single person that I know trades in a different style. Your style will develop in accordance to the type of person you are. If you prefer the longer trades, that is what style you will adopt. If you prefer to scalp the market, again, because of your lifestyle, that is the kind of trader that you will become. So your trading style will develop in accordance to the type of person you are. We are here to mentor you and guide you so that you can adopt your own style. And when it comes down to the skill set, the learning elements, and becoming very, very successful at this, it's all about mindset. If your mindset is not in the right place, you will not make it. I can't be any clearer than that. Your mindset is so, so important, not just when it comes to building your business, but also when it comes to trading. My recommendation to you, to every single person on this call, is to focus on your trading, focus on building your business. My recommendation is to do both of these. The economy today is not what it was 6 months ago. The economy today is not what it was a year ago. None of us could have predicted what is happening today. Many, many people, like I said, 5% of the working population, which is a huge number, have lost their jobs. 3 million plus in the USA have lost their jobs. These are very, very big numbers, and the economy, you may not see it right away, but the economy is suffering, and there's more to come. There's a lot more to come. So when the trillions of pounds, trillions of dollars are pumped back into the economy, someone has to pay for them. And generally that will fall upon the working population, whether it's through pensions, whether it's through your incomes. So whatever you do today will dictate your and your family's future going forward. And that's why my recommendation to every single person on this call, and I say this with a high element of seriousness, is to focus on trading and building the business. Help others become financially free too. When you get trading, you will become financially free. I've seen people before my very eyes become 6- and 7-figure earners because they've learned how to trade. Your role is to help others do the same. The more you help others, the better you will become yourself, and the higher your income will become. Now, again, like I said before, focus on your trading, focus on building the business, and again, whatever you think about, you will achieve. Today, you cannot get away from media. If you have an iPhone, you swipe right and you find out what's happening in the news. And it's the same news over and over and over again. And the news is depressing. So unless you're using the news in your trades, my recommendation is not to go there. Try not to watch or listen to that news, because a lot of the news is fed your way for a reason. Your role is to focus on success, and that is what you will become. Wherever your focus goes, your energy will flow, and energy is a vibration. Energy is money. So if you focus on the right things, focus on becoming a self-sufficient financially free trader. Focus on a particular rank if that's what you're hoping to achieve. Focus on earning an X amount of pounds every single month, and focus on the journey to get you there. Focus on the actions. So obviously you need the actions behind the focus. And if you do this consistently and persistently, from the moment you wake up to the moment you sleep every single day, you will get it. So focus on your success, focus on yourself, and you need to step up. I don't know anyone. I know many millionaires. I've been in business for a very long time, over 20 years. I've met many millionaires in different sectors, and every single person that I've spoken to has said that they stepped up to the mark. You know, you have to step up to become successful. If you do not step up, you will not do it. Success is not free. You need to work on your business. You need to work on yourself. And also, very important, is you need to handle your emotions. Now, this is also very apt when it comes to trading. You need to control yourself, control your emotions. I know many beginners that in the first 2 or 3 days of trading with us, you know, they think they know it all. You cannot learn trading in 2 days. I do not know any single master trader who became a trader in 2 days, 1 week, or even 2 weeks. Many people make some initial wins. So they may, you know, you might make a couple of £100 here and there, but because your emotions are not where they need to be, you will lose that money in the subsequent weeks, and then you give up. Trading is not like that. Trading is like learning to walk. Make a little bit, control your lot size, manage your risk on a daily basis, and do this over and over again until your emotions are at a point where you do not really care whether the market is going up or down, because you know and you are confident in your trades. That's where you need to be. Get your emotions in check. Learn how to be positive every single day, because positivity breeds positivity. The more positive you are, the more successful you will become. Learn to listen. Again, very important. Again, many people, certainly that we mentor collectively, so we have mentorship calls every single day on building the business and also trading. You need to listen. Do not come into this business being a talker. If you come into the business thinking you know everything and do all the talking, trust me, you will get nowhere. I've run many businesses before. I was a property millionaire in the noughties. So I know how to run businesses. I've worked with many people before. And again, very important, you do not come into this business assuming you know everything, because you do not know. I don't want to be too harsh on you, but basically when you come into a new business, you don't know anything. When I came into this business, I did not know anything, and I had to learn the ropes like many of you are today. So you learn these things over time. This is not something that comes to you in a day, in 2 days, in 3 days. Some of you have been members now for over a year, and I can have, you know, good intelligent conversations with you. However, some people that joined recently, if you send me a message saying, you know, what is a pip, I may not respond to you, because we've given you that information anyway. You need to use the scheme, the training that we're providing you. Again, we're training you every day to go through the basics. Once you are an expert on the basics, that's when you will see the real results. Be patient. Building the business, building any business, and trading requires patience. If you are not patient in business, you won't make it. Look at yourself as a person, develop yourself as a person, learn to listen to your mentors every single day, but do not ever rely on your mentors. Like I said before, you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot force a horse to drink. Our role is to make you independent traders. Our role is to help you build your business, to bring in more people so that you can derive an affiliate income from those people. Our role is not to force you to want to do that. You yourself have to provide the passion. You have to provide the energy. We can motivate you to a certain extent. We will educate you. We will give you the blueprint to success. And in my former training that I've done, I've actually given you the blueprint to 7 figures. If you've seen that, then great. If you haven't, get back to me. I can get that to you. But the blueprint we give you on a daily basis through the conversations we have, through our training. Your role is to listen and take that on board. Take notes, and take a lot of notes, because when you put pen to paper, your brain actually assimilates that information much quicker than if you do it mentally. Take notes where you can. Go back to your notes over and over again until you become the expert that you know you can be. Personal development is extremely, extremely important. I cannot tell you how important personal development is. Every single day we are pushing amazing books, amazing audiobooks, amazing videos in the groups. You need to take that information on board and use it to the best of your abilities. And above all, you need to have a burning desire to succeed. Even if you only want to do the trading, I don't care, it makes no difference to me. Even if you only want to do the trading, you need to have a burning desire to succeed. If you do not have a burning desire to succeed, you will not make it. Have a passion for your business. This is the business. Trading has been around since the beginning of time, since people were exchanging rice for flour. That is trading. All we are doing is trading currencies and stocks and cryptocurrency and commodities. It's the same difference. Trading has been around for a long time. The only difference here is that perhaps you're new to the system, you're learning every single day. If you have the passion, the energy to succeed, you will get this. I just want to very, very quickly summarize before I bring my special guest on board. When it comes to creating a plan for yourself, many successful people that I speak to on a daily basis do exactly what I do. We have like half-hour chunks in our diary telling us exactly what we are going to do during this half-hour chunks. So if you wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning, 7 a.m. in the morning, doesn't make a difference when you wake up. Try and map out your diary with exactly what you hope to do during that particular day, and focus on those activities that will make you successful quicker than otherwise. So for example, just to give you an example, we find many affiliates and prospects through social media. That is a very, very successful proposition. If you are able to do that for maybe an hour a day, half an hour a day, that's great. If you go onto social media and start faffing around and looking at other people's profiles and, as you do, swipe through, but don't actually prospect, then you're wasting time. There's no point in doing that. If you were to focus on your business for 90 days, I'm just asking you for 90 days, if you focus on your business with passion, there's no reason why you will not succeed. All I'm asking is for 90 days, 90 strong days, and you can make an amazing difference in the business. The economy is not what it was 6 months ago. The economy is not what it was 3 months ago, even 1 month ago. The economy today is totally different. Things have changed, and we need to use this change not just to help ourselves, but to help our families and also to help those around us. We are in a very, very primary position today to help others to succeed as well. And like I said before, and I want to close with this, the more you help others, the more God will help you. If you don't believe in God, the more the universe will help you. So the more you help others, the more help you will achieve. The more you help others to become financially free, the quicker you will achieve your goals of financial freedom. Now, I've got a very, very special guest on this call. She's one of our top traders. She's not just a trader, but she's got an amazing business. She manages many people. And again, like I said before, she's not just a trader. She's also a personal friend of mine. And we have many happy, I'd say, conversations. And and I'm going to try and bring her on now. Her name's Mandeep. Many of you may know her. You may have spoken to her before as well. And Mandeep, can you hear us?
Amazing. Hi, Jav. Hi. Giving you a high five.
I've got two screens, so I'm not really sure what. Yeah.
Seeing as we can't even, and I really do miss our conversations. Dr. Jav is one of the most phenomenal people I've met. And that's right. Let's put some fire emojis. That was phenomenal, by the way. Those last 25 minutes were really great. So let's put some appreciation, put some triple ones, some fire emojis, just to show our love and appreciation for Mr. Dr. Jav. I know he's brought many of you on in this business, and he's someone that has several years of experience in business. He knows what he's doing. And that was amazing. I kind of feel as though I don't have much to say now because Jav's
Yeah, I apologize for that. It was only meant to be for 10 minutes, but Mandeep, I'm going to let you, the ball is in your court. So
that's no problem. I appreciate it, Jav, honestly. And I really miss everyone. I think I've pretty much met everyone face to face. But yeah, like Jav said, my name is Mandeep. I actually started this business a couple of years ago. I'm a Platinum 2000 leader in the business. I also do a lot of trading. My favorite strategy is actually ECC11. That's something that I'm teaching Thank you. That's something that I'm teaching at the moment, on a Wednesday and a Thursday at the moment, because it's something that's work. You can see my trading diary here. I've got it here, putting in all my trades and, you know, really, really committing to this. And I remember when I started this a couple of years ago, do you know what I genuinely thought? I thought, how am I ever going to learn this? How am I ever going to be able to be in a position where I can work from home? I can work, you know, run a business online. Do you know what the crazy thing is? I genuinely thought, this was many moons ago, you had to be super clever and have a really, you know, a high up level job or a profession to be able to get paid well. And I thought, you know, either you had to be really clever to be in business, or, you know, you had to be like, when I say clever, I mean in terms of your studies, you know, because my friends, and I was the only one who wasn't actually. I had 3-4 friends. I remember in high school and then in college and all the rest of it, consistent friends, like really, really close friends to me. And they were all doctors. They were all going to medicine. And I thought, okay, well, I guess I'll just be one of those who is not good at science. I'm not going to be able to make it. And I guess I'll just kind of plod my way through. And it's crazy looking back at that now. That was my thinking. And that's sometimes what's ingrained in us from a very young age, where we feel like, you know, there's only one way of earning income, or a certain way. And you know, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to God that he connected me with Mr. Takir Abbas. Takir Abbas is actually our chairman 10. And I'm from Leicester, he's from Derby. So we were literally an hour away. We met at Frankie and Benny's one cold evening. And I was super fired up because basically what he showed me was a system, a platform where I could work from home, earn money. There was no ceiling on my money, because obviously in a job, we've got a cap, we've got a ceiling. For those of us in jobs right now, our bosses, our employers, our managers have basically put a price tag on us to say, you know what, you are 30, 40, 50,000 a year. And that's pretty much it. And you might get a few bonuses here and there, but that's pretty much your price tag. And isn't it interesting the way our money blueprint is formed? You know, our money blueprint actually forms at, you know, the age of like probably 6, 7, up until that time, because, you know, your parents are probably saying to you, that's too expensive, maybe next time. Or my parents' favorite phrase was, we'll see. We'll see. Just wait for the sale, wait for this, wait for that. So growing up, my money blueprint, and I'm not embarrassed to say, it was actually quite weak, because I thought the way to earn money, okay, I have to, obviously I'm not saying splurge your money, but I thought you had to really save it carefully and you know, bit by bit, and almost save your way to success, because that's what I was taught growing up. And then obviously when I came across this opportunity, I thought, wow, okay, now it's not just about saving, it's about multiplying, it's about investing your money. If your money is working for you while you're sleeping, while you're eating, while you're with your family, your children, your parents, that is the definition of true wealth, because it means you're no longer reliant on a job or on your business to physically be there in person to give you the money, to give you you know, to give you that. And that's really, really important. So like Jav was saying, like Dr. Jav was saying, look at what we have today. We have a platform. You can run a business online, and every product is making money. ECC11, harmonic scanner, DeLorean. We've got all these calls put in place to specifically help you with the trading. And for those of you that actually want to, you know, for those of you that want to get involved with the building, you know what, if you want it, take it, the money's there. If not, that's okay as well. But one of the key things that I wanted to talk about today was this. And I know a number of you are probably thinking, oh my God, is she going to go religious on us or something? Absolutely not. Let me explain what I mean by this. This is actually really, really key. And I learned this from one of our top mentors, Mr. David Minitier, who you can actually follow on social media. He's always live on Instagram and Facebook. But if you've got a pen and a pad there, I'd definitely jot this down. This actually stands for goals or distractions, right? Goals or distractions. So today's the 1st of April, and it's a very, very timely call, because it's the 1st of April. We have 30 days this month, and you've got to decide what your goal is going to be. So I'm not going to ask you to say your goals or to write them in the chat box or anything, but you've got to decide today, by the end of today. We've got 5.5 hours until midnight, until the 2nd of April. But today's a very key day, because it means we can decide what we're going to do for the rest of April. And I appreciate there is a lot going on out there. And actually some of the statistics that Jav shared, even I didn't know that. I was quite shocked. I was like, wow, that's a pretty bad picture of really what's going on out there. But you've got to decide what you're going to feed. Are you going to feed, which wolf are you going to feed, the bad one or the good one? Because let me tell you something, there is a lot of negative information being pumped through social media at the moment. maybe if you live with parents or your partner or children or whatever, they might say something like, oh, did you see the news? Oh, X amount of people passed away and this is going on. And I get that's going on, but it's about the level that you absorb that information. Because if you let those distractions come to you and you absorb that information and you feel low, that is ultimately, that's what's going to impact not just your businesses, but also your trading as well. Because remember, trading is 80-90% psychology. I remember, I think last week, I lost some money. You know, I think it was a couple of £100. I lost some money. And when I tracked back what happened, the hour before I traded, which was a really poor thing on my behalf to do, was that I was watching some news. How crazy is that? I was just watching some news. I was thinking, let me just see what's going on out there, because I had not watched it in a few days. And that's what impacted my trading. Can you believe it? Psychology was really, because I was just thinking and I was like, wow, my friend's a doctor. She's in the hospital. How is she? What's going to happen to the world? All these things were blown up in my head. And then I went on the computer and I thought, let me do ECC 11. And it completely backfired. So this is not a joke. Like, I'm not making this up. But even those of you that are plugged into Alex Morton's call, he's our chairman elite in the business. What he said really struck me in a positive way. He said he's not watched the news in 5 days. So think about it. How much have you, or how much have we been watching the news in the last hour, today, in the last few days, in the last week, in the last month? You know, probably maybe more so, because a lot is going on out there. And I'm not saying ignore what's going on out there. I'm just saying be mindful of how much you're absorbing and taking in, because generally the people that you associate with, the books that you read now, the information that you put in your head, the things that you speak about, all of these things generally are going to impact the person you become in the next 3 months, in the next 6 months, in the next 12 months. That's literally it. My sister actually sent me a video of someone, I can't remember his name now, and that's what he was saying. He was saying that the information that you absorb now, the books that you read, the audios that you listen to, the people that you listen to, these are all going to influence the person that you become in the next 3 months, in the next 6 months, in the next 12 months. So again, what is going to take over for you this month? Is it going to be goals or distractions? And you can actually track this physically. If you have a goal to earn 3 figures or 2 figures daily in your trading, or grow your trading account 1 to 3%, that's a fantastic goal for the month of April. For you builders on the call, if your goal is to hit the next rank, or to, you know, do a certain amount of personal presentations a week, you can actually track that. But you've got to decide what gets fed. Is it the goals or the distractions? Is it the goals or the distractions? And the number one reason why people, or, you know, some people are more successful than others is what? It's this. It's the fact that the goals, they always had their goal in front of them. They always knew what they were going to do. So practically, how can you actually put this into practice? Well, I've actually got something that's right next to me. It's something that I use. Again, I'm going to share it with you. It can help all of you. Some of you will just think, okay, that's fine, I'm going to carry on doing my own thing. And some of you will take note and think, okay, this is really, really good. But this is basically what's called DMOs. DMO stands for Daily Methods of Operation. And I've got 5 things which I do every day without fail. This is literally without fail. Let me read them out to you. Number 1 is a gratitude journal. Number 1 is a gratitude journal and a routine. So every morning when I wake up, I give appreciation and thanks. Honestly, this is crazy, because when I first did this, I thought, oh, this is just wishy-washy stuff and what have you. But this really makes a difference. Trust me when I say your energy makes a difference. Your energy really, really makes a difference. So, you know, gratitude routine is really important. So what are you thankful for every day? Your health, the fact that you're with your loved ones. We have food, shelter, water. How many people have that in other parts of the world? You know, you have an ability to make something for yourself. Expressing gratitude in this time is really important. So that's one thing I do, the first thing I do in the morning. And then number 2 is my personal development. I will always listen to or read something for 30 minutes a day, because we have time. I'm not spending my time traveling to Bradford or Manchester or seeing the team, because that's been cut off completely. So now I have extra time. So the time I would spend traveling somewhere and listening to a audio, and now just, you know, in the morning I set myself up. I sometimes take notes on the audios and I'm listening all the time. I'm feeding my brain. So that's step number 2, listening to personal development. And then step number 3, 4, and 5 are a bit more sort of, you know, practical steps. about what I need to do in the business. So step number 3 is sending out daily messages to prospects. Because you know what, I'm a builder and I'm not embarrassed to admit it or anything like that. I love this business. So I do both. I love the trading. I make good money on there and I make the residuals as well. But 20 messages on Instagram is what I do daily. That's step number 3. And then step number 4 is basically the ECC 11 practice. So my trading. I have to trade 30 minutes to an hour daily every day. So that I will do usually on the London session. There's 2 points, well, there's 1 point that I said that's actually split into 2. So it's basically reading and listening to audios. So that's 5 things I do. So it's actually 4 if we, put personal development under one umbrella. But gratitude routine, listen to something or read something positive, your Instagram messages. So that's why I use Instagram. So I'm contributing towards my business daily. And then I do ECC 11. That's my favorite strategy on vibrato that I'm doing. I'm actually teaching it tomorrow. But that's what I do on a daily basis. So what are your DMOs? What are your goals and what will be your DMOs? This is something that you're going to want to figure out tonight. So get your notepads, get your books, your pens, and we can actually do this call on a weekly basis to really, really help you. We're here to support you. Dr. Jav's here as well. I can hear him sort of shuffling in the background. So I think there's a few minutes left. Jav, was there anything else that you wanted to add before we end the call?
No, Mandeep, it's always been a pleasure to have you on the call. Again, thank you for coming in on very, very short notice. I think the notice was about 2 hours, wasn't it? So
yeah, that's fine, no problem.
Again, everybody, can you drop Mandeep several thousand fire emojis in the chat box?
Wow, that's a lot.
It all goes down to what you said, Mandeep. Everything in this business is to do with gratitude. And I've learned that the hard way. I've been in business for a long time. And if you have an attitude of gratitude, yes, amazing things will happen. Now, obviously, I actually pray daily, but in the past, in my prayers, I would ask for things. I don't do that anymore. I just thank. In my prayers, I thank and I use the attitude of gratitude daily. And on that note, I'm going to close this call. And until next week, Mandeep, again, thank you so much for being on this call.
Amazing. Thank you, Jav. Thank you, everyone. See you all soon and good luck with your week. If you need anything, let us know. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye. Bye.